Hi, this is Dr. Janowski for Sonata Aesthetics. Today I want to talk to you about a concept called PHI, P-H-I. It's a Greek letter, and it refers to perfect proportions. About 500 years ago, Leonardo da Vinci started working with what he thought was the ideal or golden ratio. He didn't invent it, but he started using it in his art. And the golden ratio is found in nature, in the universe. And it's a ratio of 1 to 1.618. Basically what that means is there are certain ideal proportions that are experienced in nature that are also found in the face. And so in modern times now we're using this golden ratio to figure out, are people in proportion in a beautiful sense? The more in proportion we can make someone, or more in proportion someone actually is, the more beautiful they are. So it's the mathematics of beauty. So what we use is a special caliper called a golden ratio caliper, and on one end is one distance, and always will match the golden ratio on the other side, no matter how big or small we make it. And so we can actually measure people now to see if things are in proportion on the face, and a lot of these things can actually be altered or changed without surgery if we feel something is out of proportion. And so I'll demonstrate that in a moment, and you'll see it's pretty amazing how close to 5 many people are. So here's my golden ratio calipers. We always start at the distance between the eyes because that never changes throughout life. So what we'll do is we'll make a little measurement here, and that's our initial measurement. So this measurement is also very frequently the distance between the brows. Very good. 5 there. The width of the nose. Perfect. And the middle third of the lip. Very good. And it often denotes the width of the chin. You can also look at the outer width of the chin on the other side. So if we use the other side of the calipers, we will see there's many different phi relationships. The distance of the nose, very good. The width of the brow, excellent. The height of the forehead, she's pretty close there. If we start from here, she's pretty phi right there. The width of each eye is also the small side. The width of the mouth is in proportion, very good. And also the apex of the cheek is determined from the middle of the eye, the inner canthus of the eye, at 45 degrees. And you can see the apex of her cheek is right where it should be. This proportion also applies to the lip. So if we look at the upper lip and then the lower lip, those are very much in proportion, and our lower lip should be a little bit bigger than our upper lip. Lastly, if we do what's called reverse phi, and we turn it around, we get the height of the brow. So she's really doing very well in terms of overall proportions. So if someone's out of proportion, what can we do? We can lift the height of the brow. We can do things to the nose to lift the tip or extend it slightly. We can certainly volumize the lips. We can extend the chin if we need to. We can recreate the apex of the cheek. So there are lots of things we can do to get someone more in proportion, but Juliana is very much in proportion. She's what we call phi, and so that's a nice compliment. If you say someone that you're very phi, that means you're in proportion, and that means mathematically you're very beautiful. So if you want to know more about whether you're phi or not, just ask me to pull these out and we can measure you right on the spot.